Well, welcome everybody to the Eclipse 2024. Not gonna lie, it's getting kind of dark out there. It really is. Although it kind of looks like just like a big cloud cover. It was really sunny here today, but it's getting dark out there. So I thought no better time here than to unbox things. I know everyone's outside, looking at the eclipse, so no one's gonna be in here watching this. I don't think. But maybe you are inside. I'm not looking at it. I know the wife bought some glasses and they're up there on the table. I'm not looking at it. As a kid, I was told, don't look at an eclipse. So I'm not. I'll watch it on the TV and the YouTube, and that's good. All righty. So we have an unboxing here today, as I'm going to unbox this one during the eclipse. All righty. And now what I need to do is figure out how I'm going to do this one here, and we'll swap it out. Okay. So let's get this on the table and open up the box here. All righty. And I will need my knife. So hang on one second. I'm not really prepared for this. It's really dark outside now, and it's a weird dark outside too. And Ray can't see anything. Ray, I sent you a Facebook today. If you can't get to it, that's fine. But you're just so good at these things. I thought I'd send you over my logos. All righty. So now I kind of teased this the other day at what I got. All righty. And we're off the side here, so probably should unbox it like this. So I got my cards here, and I did tease these the other day, so I did open these up. And then I got my other stuff here. All right, so let me just take this off to the side. So I got two boxes here. All righty. So I got my two boxes, so that means I got a season of something. And then I have some envelopes here. Right? So let's look at the envelopes first, shall we? So who do my envelopes say? Well, I have Baltimore and I have New York. I wonder what that would be. Well, looks like I have a couple of teams here, right? And looks like I have Baltimore 1968, right? And who do I have here? Um, Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas. So I have the 68 Baltimore Colts. And over here, let's see who I have over here. Oh, I have Joe Namath. Yep. So I have New York and Baltimore. I bought the Super Bowl teams for 68 so I can play Super Bowl 68. So I have the Jets and the Colts, and we'll get those here on the channel as well. So I did buy a Super Bowl set, and that's what I bought. I kind of teased this the other day when we had Greg and Jeff on Saturday night with me and Ron. And so I did tease that here. So you probably know that. So I did get Baltimore and the Jets so I can play the Super Bowl. I don't think I'd want to play the whole 68 season. I mean, maybe after I play the Super Bowl, I might, but so I just got the two Super Bowl teams so I could play that very famous game at least once. And so for me, it's kind of fun. So I got New York and Baltimore, 1968. And so the Super Bowl is ready to go. Now, what did I get here? What season did I get? What possible season could I get for my birthday 2024? Again, I said I would buy one more season here. And RJ had looked at the unboxing and blind. Oh, it is getting super dark outside right now. Oh, it's almost like a big storm's coming in over here. We're not even in the path. Chuckett's in the path. Can you picture Chuckett outside? He's probably outside and he's sitting in his chair and he's got his glasses on and he's probably got a pina colada happening right now and he's watching it with all the people that went up to Vermont and he's probably got all these chicks around him and stuff like that. He's like, hey, yeah, I got a podcast. And they're like, oh, tell me more. I can picture him right now. All righty. So what is the season? Dun, dun, dun. 2001 is the season. Of course I did. The start of it all, right? The start of everything here in New England. 2001. And I'm going to unbox this, on the Eclipse. So here we go. Let's take a look. And this is going to be, well, we're not going to look at Arizona. There's a couple teams I don't really care for here. Carolina. What team am I looking for? You know what team I'm looking for. It might be in box number 2. Dallas, Denver, Green Bay, Indianapolis. So I think we're going to have to look in the other one. Jacksonville and Kansas City. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to go to the other box. So where's my other box? And there's nothing happening in South Florida. Well, I guess that might be kind of good. I mean, you should have seen the line of traffic. Somebody posted the line of traffic going from Massachusetts to New Hampshire, and it was ridiculous. Chuckett says they got like 500,000 people going up to his area today. So that's kind of nuts. All righty. So what team am I looking for? What possibly could I be interested in playing in 2001, right? Miami, Minnesota, and here we are. This is the team I'm looking for. All right, so how far back do we go? Okay, so here we are. This is the team that we're looking for. The team that started it all. And I know you haters are going to not like this, but yep. So there's the New England Patriots. Joe Andruzzi, Drew Bledsoe, and there it is. There it is. And a 66 is only a 2. It's not even a 1. And Bledsoe, oh, he's got a 2 on a 66 too. There it is. Tom Brady. Troy Brown. There's another one. Bruschi, Teddy Bruschi, the man. Right? Buckley, Matt Chatham, Gerard Cherry, Freddie Coleman, Mike Compton, I don't remember too much about. Brian Cox. And I'm not even sure. He's got a couple different things here. I don't know if he's a linebacker or an end. I'm not sure. Mark Edwards, I remember him. Kevin Falk, yep. And so he's got 2 cards here. So it looks like he has a kicking card and a running card. And Gerard Cherry's a radio host in Cleveland. That's pretty cool. Oh, Terry Glenn. Remember 88 Terry Glenn? Yep. Hamilton's defense. Antoine Harris. Larry Izzo, the linebacker. Yeah, we remember Larry Izzo. Curtis Jackson. Charles Johnson. Teddy Johnson. Yeah, we all know Teddy Johnson. So Bucky Jones. Ben Kelly, don't know. Ty Law. Oh, man, the cornerback. Matt Light, the tackle. Okay. Willie McGinnis. Willie. Lawyer Malloy. Brandon Mitchell, nose tackle. David Nugent. Riddick Parker, I don't know. Patrick Pass, the fullback. Yeah, Patrick Pass. David Patton. David Patton actually ran through and caught a touchdown in one game. I don't know if it was against the Colts of Minnesota, but something like that. But he had all 3. One of the few plays to do all 3. Roman Pfeiffer, Pleasant, Greg Randall, J.R. Redmond. I can still hear Gil Santos calling J.R. Redmond. Gary Rugamer, Rob Rutledge, Sailor, I don't know. Richard Seymour. Oh, he was so good. Richard Seymour was so good. Shaw, Terrence Small, Antoine Smith, another running back. Otis Smith, the cornerback. Matt Stevens. Oh, there it is. Adam. We were in the hot tub chanting Adam. In that January day, I think it was a January, February day in 2001. We're all had a few sitting in the hot tub in the freezing cold weather, and then the hot tub burnt out. Didn't electrocute us, but it burnt out. And I remember there was like 9 of us in a hot tub for 4. And I was like, some of us only had our feet in there. And I was like, you know something? It's going to get real cold real fast. So we all like flew out of the hot tub and ran into the house. Mike Vrabel. Oh, man, this is going to be so great. Kenny Walter, the worst punter in the history of the NFL. Jermaine Wiggins. He actually plays hockey at Hockey Town, and I've ran into him a few times. Grant Williams, I don't know, and Damian Woody, the center. There it is, folks. Your 2001 Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. So, so I picked up, there it is, 2001. That was my birthday present. And, we're going to be playing, I don't know if I'll play the whole season, but I'm definitely going to be, RIP Glenn and Patton. Yeah, that stinks, doesn't it? And it was against the Colts that David Patton had the three there. Yep. So, here we go. We got 2001 going. There's probably a lot more than I'll play. Tim says the Eagles went outside, saw it, came back in. It is dark out there now. It looks like a storm cloud coming in right now. I don't dare look at it. I'm afraid. I'm scared. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna be doing that. So I got my Patriots here. So I'll have to separate this team out and figure out what we're gonna do for the Patriots. So I got to find my 2001 roster. But I can't play this though. Let me switch back over here as the unboxing is pretty much done. So I can't play this though until the 19th. That's my birthday. So I told my wife, says on the 19th, I want to be left alone. And for a little while anyway, says we can do lunch or whatever and hang out. But I said, I want some time so I can play my Patriots here. And I'm probably going to play a couple of games. Probably like the Raiders game or something like that. So let me stop my extra camera and just come back over here. So I'm probably going to play the Patriots, Raiders. I'll probably play the Super Bowl too, but that's the one you want to play. That's the Raiders game. And then I think they played Pittsburgh, so I'll get Drew Bledsoe in that game. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It is. And Ron stops by and I digester and something. I played in the entire week 1 of 1978. I got 50 or 60 hours into that, and at $3 an hour, I've made my money back in fun. That's the way I look at it. I got 50 or 60 hours into my Apple Football 1978 season, and that's the most I put into any season of any game I have. 50 hours. And so as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with my purchase and whatever. So that's how I look at it. And it's like any season. I got a lot of hockey seasons that I bought that I haven't played at all yet, that I haven't got to yet. There's a lot of teams I haven't played, but I have, and I plan on playing a ton more of this. So for me, it's money well spent for me, because it'll be money that I will get my money's worth out of. That's all I'm going to say with that. But yeah, no, it's not the cheapest game. That is for sure. But that's why I only bought 2 seasons. I bought 2 seasons and I spread them out. And, if I get another one, they'll be down the line somewhere. But, I budget for these things in the whole bit. So anyway, yep. So I got my 2001 season here on Eclipse unboxing, as it still gets darker and darker out there. Oh boy. And I think we're right in the middle of it all. It's still not like pitch black. It's just dark. It's like a big cloud overhead. So, yeah, I should change the name of the channel to Dave New England Apple Fan. Yeah, it just clicked. It worked. The setup kind of sucked at first, but now I have that down. The game itself was never an issue. The game itself plays like Apple baseball right out of the box. It is just fantastic. So, yep. And yep, I enjoy it. Yep, I'll be right up, as the wife just got home from the doctors there, so I need to go talk to her. But anyway, as an unboxing of the 2001 season, and also, again, my Super Bowl 68. So I'll have Namath and all those guys here on the channel who played for the Colts. There were two Colts that played in the game. It was Unitas, and was it who was the other guy that played? I want to say Bland. Morrill, right? It was Earl. Oh, Jimmy Orr. Jimmy Orr played, not Bobby Orr, but Jimmy Orr. But yeah, Earl Morrill, right? He was the other guy, that quarterback that played. So yeah, so that should be a fun one. I'll probably play that a couple of times, So I'll get my money out of the Super Bowl purchase, and this was more this Patriots thing was more. This was kind of like my history. This season is important to me, because this is what started it all with Brady, and I just know all these guys. And so to go and be able to play this team was important to me, because again, as much as I'm enjoying 78, the Patriots didn't even win a playoff game in 78. And I like 76 for the Bucs, so I traded for 76. But this is one I wanted to have in my collection, is 2001. And so again, it's just whatever makes you happy. Again, I didn't have to sell any organs to get this. I just had to work a few extra games, and I'm happy with my purchase, and I'm happy with the game. That being said, I'm gonna probably take a break from Apple Football for a bit, at least 1978, because I finished week 1. I need to create my NFL Today wrap-up show and talk about the game. So I need to write the script for that. That could be kind of fun, is setting up that. It's going to take me a long time to do, but it might be kind of fun. in an old 1978 fashion. But yeah, anyway, so that's that. So I got my teams here. I'm going to separate them, put them in the boxes, and get ready for that. But I got to figure out what I'm going to be playing here. I got to go. I want to try a couple other games here that I have, and I'll take a break from the Apple football for a bit, and maybe I'll play it off to the side. I can't stop playing it. It's just so fun. And then after we had Greg and Jeff on Saturday night, we had a fantastic chat with them. Oh, it was so good. And then afterwards, we chatted for about an hour or two. And I've learned so much about the game and some of the mods and the homebrews and the tweaks and Ogard's site, which is ogard62.net. He's got a ton of stuff there, squib kicks and quarterback sneaks and different timing rules. Oh, it's just if you really want to get in and just kind of tweak this game and nitpick it. I mean, right out of the box, it's fine. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, but you can really kind of get in there and really tweak a few things to make it feel a little bit more like what's really happening in the game. You know, um, and I've enjoyed adding some things to the game that's not complicated at all. It's just kind of made it a little bit more fun for me. Oh yeah, Bernie, we're gonna get some baseball back here on the channel. Even though I'm not the baseball guy, I do enjoy playing some baseball, so we're gonna get that back on the channel. Um, and R2 says he's never bought Appa game, but he's been eyeballing Appa Soccer for a while, and the sets are only $60. Here's what I suggest. Okay, and Tim says he'd never purchased an Appa game. Here's what I suggest: is if you want to try the football game or any game, it comes with 4 teams. Okay, at least the I think the hockey and the hockey and the football came with 4 teams. I don't remember the baseball. I unboxed it, but I don't remember what I had for baseball teams. I honestly don't remember. Buy the game for $40 and play it with the teams that come with it. And if you like it, if you play the games like this is great, then you buy the season. Excuse me. A lot of people are like, oh, it's 40 for the game and then X amount for the season. That's a lot of money. You're right, it is. But for $40, buy the game. And if you don't like it, you could probably sell it for 20. So you're out $20 for trying a game. But try it out. And if you like it, then that's what I do is I get a game and I try it out. And if I like it, then I start collecting seasons and buying seasons and enjoying the game. So that's what you can do with that. Again, just buy the game for $40 and try it out. And if you like it, get a season. And you might get a ton of enjoyment out of it. And again, it's when you're playing these things, and I'm not trying to defend the price, and I'm not trying to defend Appa by any means. It's just if there's something you enjoy, then it's money well spent. I know people that got DVD collections and CD collections and record collections. You go to the house and it's a wall of records. You're like, man, there must be several $1,000s worth of records or DVDs. He's like, it's like, how often you sit and watch them, but that's his thing, so he collects, these things here and that's what he enjoys, and so like the replay gamer says, this is my hobby. This is what I spend my money on. And I try to spend it wisely, I make sure that, bills are paid and stuff like that. And, but yeah, no. So anyway, that's what I suggest. I mean, if you find a game that you enjoy and you're going to play it for 50 hours, you got your money out of it. You really do. And I don't mind supporting Appa. I do like the Appa games. That's the way it is. I like the hockey, the baseball, and the football. And the golf, I gotta get back to the golf. I might pull out the golf again and try to learn that again. Maybe it'll be a little bit better this time. Last time I played it, I had a hard time with it. But I did want to play a golf game that I could just take shot by shot and roll the dice. Because I do like the cards and the numbers and then going to the chart. I like that mechanic. I just do. And some people hate the charts. I like the charts. I like the fact that I can flip to see what club I'm on, where I am. In baseball, who's on base, it's got a chart. In football, where are you on the field? It's got a chart. And everything kind of coincides with that chart. So anyway, and yeah, the game itself is relatively cheap, as R2 says. So give it a try. Buy the game. If you like it, get a season. And then if it's going along, it's going great, then you can get another season at some point. But you don't have to go and drop tons of money into it. You can just start off slow. And you might not like the game. It might be like, yeah, not for me. I'm glad I didn't spend money on a season. Now you're out $40, unless you can sell it for 20 or whatever. But anyway, so that's an unboxing. of yeah, 2001. So we got the Patriots and the Raiders coming up here on the channel at some point. And again, also for my birthday, I picked up the Colts and the Jets as the Super Bowl pack of '68 with Namath and going up against the Colts. So anyway, I'm Dave. As Brendan Bean stops by, Jeff stops by as well. I'm going to wrap this up, get back to the Eclipse, And Bernie says, Apple Baseball is one of the easiest cards and dice games on the market. Yep. And I would follow that up by saying the football is kind of right behind it. If you just kind of play the basic mode of football and you don't worry about all the little things, you just go by the book, the football game is it's easy and it feels like football. And if you want to get into it, then you can kind of, work in your your little home brews and your little things that fill in the gaps. Because let's face it, one of the things that um, we kind of talked about but didn't address was this is a game. All these things we do are games, and you're rolling dice and you're flipping cards and you're trying to mimic the best you can a game. And it's not going to be able to, represent everything that happens in a game perfectly. So there's going to be some things you're going to need to kind of fix and tweak and come up with a rule for to kind of make it fit when something out of the ordinary happens. And that's what we do with every game. It's like, okay, just, again, it's a game. We have to keep that in mind. But the baseball app, I love the app of baseball late at night when I'm tired because I don't have to think about it. And then the football game, it takes me a while to play because I play slow and I'm not rushing through it and I'm just enjoying it. And I'm love rolling the dice and seeing what the outcome is. It's like, and then I try to guess. I'll look at the card. I'm like, oh boy, a 17. I think that's an incomplete pass, or a 5. Ooh, I think he completed the pass. Anytime you see doubles, it's a complete pass, and that's a good feeling. So how did we do? It's just everything about this is fun. Everything about the hockey game and the baseball game I really enjoy, and they're just so easy and fun to play. And so I do like the stuff, and that's why I try to support the company and the whole bit. So anyway, I'm Dave, and thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Eclipse. Oh, it's starting to lighten up now, so I think we're kind of past the dark point. It never got completely black outside. It just got darker, like a cloud. So, all right, we'll talk to everybody later. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.